Before working with Sleep Science Academy, I had tried melatonin gummies, I had tried triazidone, I had tried clonazepam. They were working for a period of time before I signed up. Second week of June, I got COVID. And after the COVID, I got extremely anxious and extremely panicky, from the vaccines, from the whatever it was. But I was trying a lot of different things in order to sleep, and nothing was seeming to work. Okay. And I was going 1 or 2 days, maybe getting into the third day without sleep, and then it gets pretty stressful for me. I needed to restructure my mind. The pills helped, and the pills make you drowsy, like you want to sleep. But if your mind is in other places and it's having a lot of anxious thoughts and bed dread and all the other things, I wasn't accepting where I was, and I did think I was broken. I thought, this has never happened to me before. I mean, even through cancer and chemo and all that stuff, I slept pretty good. But this has never happened like this. So I thought for a short period of time I was broken. Well, back during the pandemic, just 2 years ago, 2020, gee whiz, we would binge watch Netflix and go to sleep at 1:32 in the morning, and I'd sleep like a baby. I was having no problem sleeping back then. Even through the chemo and all that, once I got it under control, I still slept well. It wasn't until this last, when I got COVID in June of this year, that I really started my, it was just a lot going on in my brain, a lot of worry, a lot of concern, a lot of things that I wasn't sure I could control. So, I stopped sleeping, and I'd get up all night and I'd wander around the house and, get about maybe a half an hour or an hour sleep. And then from there I was, since the Science Sleep Academy and working with Devin and going to the office hours and spending time listening to the other people, 5 and 6 people in the office hours, plus getting positive reinforcement from Devin, and doing the work on mindfulness and acceptance and all those modules over and over and over again until you really have them in your brain. And of course, a lot of devotions and, a lot of renewing of your mind. My sleep is much better. I can plan on going to bed at 10 or 10:15. I know I may wake up at 3 or 4, but I can go right back to sleep within 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and I can sleep till 6 or 7. So I'll get a good solid 6 or 7 or even 8 hours most nights. Well, probably a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, because that stuff doesn't sink in right away. Making time during the day to take a break and relax and spend some time being mindful and build some peace into your life. That wasn't my normal structure before the Sleep Academy. I'm, a financial planner, and I'm just hectic all the way through the day, taking care of clients and taking care of the stock market and taking care of all kinds of things. So there was a lot of stress in my life, a lot more than there is now. I took tomorrow off. Tomorrow's Friday. Tammy and I are going to Charlottesville, and we're just going to spend the whole day and maybe stay overnight, So I can build time in to relax and spend time with your family, which is much more important than all the other things going on around you, right? My experience with Sleep Science Academy was extremely positive. I mean, there were only 1 or 2 events that I wasn't maybe warned about, but I, when you get into an office hours with some of the guys that are super broken, you might get triggered, but that's okay, because you need that, but everything was positive. Everything's my coach, Emily, has been phenomenal. We've met every week like clockwork. We've talked about a lot of things. She does hold me accountable. She checks to make sure I'm journaling like I said I would. She checks on a lot of things. So we talk about a lot of things, and it really has a positive impact on the way your day goes and the way your night goes. Oh my goodness. Improving my sleep has really improved my life because I'm really able to focus during the day much better because I'm sleeping good. And I can spend time during the day planning and thinking and doing things I need to structure my fun in my life and to structure my time away from work in my life and to, and to structure my work to do everything and get it much more balanced, I believe. It's a pretty, anybody that can't sleep. Now, I'm sure there are some that, I understand there are people, just last night at office hours, one of the guys said he hadn't slept for a week. I can't imagine going that far and not sleeping. I was only sleeping not 1 or 2 days. I was going without sleep. But going for a week and having this last for 2 or 3 years and having this last for 8 or 10 years, some guys 30, 40 years, I really see the magnitude of the non-sleepers. This is designed for anybody in any point of not being able to sleep, no matter what type of insomnia you have. I would say it's, if I were to say, if you were just starting out with Science Sleep Academy, the most important thing you could do is dive into the modules and spend the time, because the first week or two that I told you earlier that I wasn't sleeping, I may be sitting there at the table at 1 or 2 in the morning, but I'm listening to Devin talk and I'm listening to a module and I'm learning something about why things are the way they are right now and how you can relax and how you can learn to relax tomorrow. And then you catch an hour or 2 hour nap during the day and then you're okay again. But I would say do the work consistently and make sure you're training and doing the modules. Make sure you're printing everything off. I even ordered the special Mind Body Green, sleep aids that help, and they seem to work really well. So there's a lot of things on the website that you can get from this. You got to really dive into the website and you got to become a student to understand how and why you don't sleep. And then once you understand that, then you can move to fix it, because the problem is not the sleep. Sleep is just a result of your mindset, and getting a good mindset as you lay down at night, accepting where you are. It's real simple after that. You just fall right to sleep.